friends, my name is Noreen Moladina and I am the U.S. tax partner with RMI LLP. The reason for our short video today is to provide individuals information about the new reporting that has been issued called the Beneficial Ownership Information Reporting. The purpose of the form, the reason for filing, what needs to be filed, all of those questions will be addressed in this video. We're going to do it on a question answer basis so that you guys develop a great understanding of what is needed in this reporting. Okay, so let's start off by saying, what is beneficial ownership information? What is that actually? So beneficial ownership information is referring to identifying information about individuals who directly or indirectly have a controlling interest in a company. That is what the purpose of this report is, basically identifying individuals. Why do we need to do this? What is the great deal behind this? So back in 2021, Congress had passed the Corporate Transparency Act, which basically is put in place to avoid individuals from hiding behind shell corporations. That is basically the whole purpose of having this reporting requirement established, okay? The next thought is, let's say we go in and we make this reporting and we perform this reporting. Who has access to this particular reports? The reports can be accessed through government bodies, such as federal government, the state government, the local government, and the tribal officials. So any of those parties will have access to this information, okay? Based on that, now, when should the beneficial ownership information be submitted or required to be submitted? So the rule of thumb for this is that companies that were created to do business before January 1st, 2024 have a full year until December 31st, 2024 to present this data, okay, to fill out the forms and go in and complete it. What about the other corporations that are created after January 1st, 2024? Those companies have 90 calendar days to go in and make the necessary filings. Another thought that would come to mind is this filing difficult? The answer to that question is no, it is not a difficult filing by any means. The filing can be addressed and can be performed through the website called boyefiling.fincin.gov. You can personally go in and perform this filing. It's particularly made convenient for individuals to go and report, so that you're not chasing lawyers or CPAs or EAs to go in and perform this filing. When it comes to tax planning and when it comes to deciding whether you need to perform this filing or not, that is when the difference will occur, whether you need to go seek a lawyer or a CPA's advice. However, in the cases of doing the actual filing, you can do it yourself by visiting the necessary website, okay? So that's there. Do we need to do this on a consistent basis? Is this something done on an annual basis? The answer to that is no. This filing is a one-time filing and needs to be updated if there is any changes that are being occurred in the structure of the corporation or the ownership information changes. That's when we go in and create the necessary reports in there. Otherwise, we simply have to do a one-time reporting for this particular report and just submit it to the necessary authorities, okay? The question then becomes, how do I decide whether my corporation is required to perform this BOI reporting or beneficial ownership information reporting? There are two major ways to decide that. One is if your company is a domestic reporting company. So basically corporations, LLCs, any other entities that are created through the Secretary of State or any similar offices in the United States. Those are considered to be domestic corporations, domestic reporting corporations or companies perhaps, right? The second type is called the foreign reporting companies. Foreign reporting companies are those companies that are formed under the law of a foreign country, however, have registered to do business in the United States by filing a document with the Secretary of State or similar offices. So foreign companies gets a little bit more wordy, more complicated in that matter. However, the rule of thumb is if you're registered inside the United States, regardless of the type of corporation you pick, the filing is required for you to perform, okay? The next thought is, are there some companies exempted from performing this particular reporting? The answer to that is yes. Some companies are exempted from performing this, and those would be, many nonprofits are not required to do this. Publicly traded companies are not required to do this. Certain large corporations or companies are not required to perform this filing, okay? Now, the next thought is, what if I'm a sole proprietor? If I'm a sole proprietor, am I required to perform this perform this reporting? Pardon me. The answer to the question is no. You're not required to perform this filing if you're operating as a sole proprietor. This is particularly directed towards companies such as corporations, LLCs, or similar structures that we're looking at, not particularly for sole proprietorships. So we're not looking at that, okay? Now, the next thought is, let's say you go ahead and say, yes, I qualify for this. Yes, I need to make the reporting. And yes, I need to go in and fill out the necessary information. What type of information will they be requiring off of you so you're better prepared? The requirement of the information is basically going to be the individual's name. So the person that is doing the report, the person that owns the controlling interest in the corporation or the LLCs or any companies, those individuals. So we would need the individual's name, we would need their date of birth, we would need their address, and any identification numbers such as the U.S. driver's licenses or any business numbers or anything to that to reflect or to show the person that we are reporting to. That being said, this is basically a very brief overview of the beneficial ownership information reporting requirements. Should you need more information, should you need help in deciding whether you need to file or not file, feel free to reach out to us. I am the U.S. tax partner. Again, my name is Noreen Moladina, and I work with RMI LLP, and I'll be happy to help you with anything that you need with regards to your cross-border taxation, whether individual or corporation. Thank you, and I look forward to talking to you soon.